I do not have a free talk set up, so I'm gonna move myself over here and talk to you guys from over here. Ah, that'll work. Nimbo! Hey! Glad you could join. I mean, don't worry about it, Nimbo. As I always say, I'll always be here. And guess what? 1 year anniversary is coming up for my whole VTubing streaming stuff. So that's exciting. Like, really exciting. You guys have you honestly have noted how excited I am to know that I've been doing this for almost a whole year. Between stuff like school, work, and the whole shebang, it's been quite hectic. So I'm gonna do what I did on my birthday and do a 24-hour stream. I don't know if you're on the Discord. I did post a little tease for the upcoming stuff. I can just show it here. Just need another image thing. Add image. Oh wait, what is this here? Ah, okay. Temp image. It's a little tease. I'm gonna be using this for my Reddit post. I'm gonna make another a Reddit post. Very rare that I do go make a Reddit post, but yeah, I plan to be a little bit more active there. Have my presence known a little bit more, but not too much. Not much. Whoa! Thank you for following, Darling4041, and thank you for the $10 tips, Nimbo. Thank you so much. You really didn't have to. How do you like them apples? Look at that. Where am I? We're having some slight technical difficulties. Don't mind me. Can't not do that. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Nimble. Thank you. It means a lot that people are willing to give me donations. I don't know. I just never felt like... Maybe it's just I'm too negative to myself, but... Yeah. I at this point, I really don't even know how to properly express my gratitude for all these donations. Between, like, most recently anyways, there's you and Thorindos. Hey Samuel, good evening, welcome to the stream. Hey Nick! Welcome. Why simps are overpowered? You can't stop them. You don't stop the simps. You watch them do their thing. The only thing that can stop a simp is themselves. Not even other simps. Other simps can't even stop a simp. The only thing that can stop a simp is themselves. So, something I'm actually not going to show on stream during all this that I'm doing in the background is actually I'm actually working on my VTuber model. Is them finding out the internet has a boyfriend girl? Is the interest I mean, not really. You got people simping for I mean, it's usually like what? You have a lot of fans, because at this point, I'm assuming that the term simp is being synonymously used for hardcore fans. In other words, stans is another word I remember seeing people use as well. And for a lot of different, I guess it depends on who you're talking about, but Nimble, stop. Please. And like you'll find those fans always looking at those that they look up to, or that they are a fan of. Just because a relationship has occurred, it doesn't stop people from doing what they love. Okay. Hey, Melody. Ah, I see. Well, I hope you enjoy the Twitch side of things. It's very interesting. Something I can say for any new Twitch people, if you're new, or maybe you've used Twitch for a long time without using an account, but people new to Twitch, just gotta know that it's very intermingled in the idea, in the sense of you can go from stream to stream very easily, and in general the recommended section is alright. At least in my opinion. Opinions can differ after all. Okay. I think after this anniversary, what I'm going to be doing is probably try to do model making through Vroid, like on stream. Maybe I'll do some streams for that. But for this one in particular, I want to keep it a little more hidden. Just for this one though. You're definitely not the only one, Nimbo. That's what I've learned in my time of streaming. It's interesting, to say the least. But I'm very happy that you're willing to do so, is how I'm gonna word it. Also, I'm very excited for this model update, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. The difference isn't actually going to be that much. I'm gonna definitely do my best to keep things a bit more normal, but I'm gonna try my best to actually update my ears again. This is gonna be version 3, and I'm gonna definitely be doing my best to make it look a little better. Because I'm definitely not too happy about it, is all I can say. Because there are confusions of what kind of ears I have. Have I been doing alright? Could be better. But for many of us, it can always be better. So, yeah. And aside from that, right? Super excited. Anniversary on the 10th. That's 4 days from today. and I'm gonna be starting at midnight. So when the clock ticks over to June 10th, my time, EDT, it's daylight savings time. I believe I'm currently EDT still. My current time. Yeah, I'm currently EDT. EDT. And for anyone who's unsure of what EDT stands for, it's Eastern Daylight Time. And in terms of the UTC time, it's UTC -4. Yes, actually. And I'm thinking of grabbing some friends. I'm gonna message around and say, hey, if you want to, feel free to drop by during my 24-hour stream. It's gonna be a 24-hour stream, 2 parts on YouTube, obviously, and hopefully things go well. I haven't done a 24-hour stream in a long time. I think I did for my birthday, but I haven't done it since. And I'll have to pep myself. But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be doing a big celebration. I mean, it's a 1-year anniversary. For me, that's a huge milestone. But it's only one of many, right? Like, kind of reminisce from where I began, where I am now, how things are. Yeah, we can talk about a lot of that kind of stuff. I think it'll be really fun. Although my definition of fun may not be the same as other people's definition of fun, but for me it's fun nonetheless. I greatly enjoy it. Hope you can make it. Well, it's gonna be all day, so feel free to drop by for part of the stream if you feel like it. I'm sure you'll be able to make part of it. I'm not gonna start with the model update. I think it's standard to do some of the normal stuff, so I'll probably bring back something like Getting Over It. I think that's why I started with my birthday stream. We did Getting Over for maybe 3 hours or so. Eventually switched over to Dark Souls 3. So I think I'm gonna keep a similar format. It's gonna be Getting Over It. I don't know how many hours I'm gonna play, but I plan on beating the game a number of times at least. I'm not that good at the game, but I feel like I can make it to the end again. The game's not that difficult. I know a lot of people like to rage, and it's become the thing, but yeah, the one club of me getting started, I've tried everything. Like, I think I talked to Case about this. Like, was it Case? I remember I talked to someone about it, and yeah, no, like legit. I tried everything I could think of, aside from full restart, to get out, and it wouldn't work. Like, I was stuck there permanently, and I was like, wow. So there is a reason why. What is it? Control R is a thing in the game. You can actually bug yourself out. I think that's actually pretty incredible. Gosh. I've forgotten how tedious modeling is. And then after I'm currently modeling, doing the model work. I don't want to give too many spoilers, right? Because this is one of those fun things that I think people will enjoy without having things spoiled for them. But let's just say that it's a good amount of tedious work, but not that difficult. That's why I want to try streaming this like on one of my streams eventually. And it's because I want to be able to show like the way I do it, and maybe someone else who's more experienced with the program can like talk to me about it if they feel like it. I'm always down for conversations like those, but otherwise I can just kind of show people like, hey, this is how I go about things. Maybe this can help inspire you to find your method, right? Because I know some people have come to my stream and it's like, hey, what program do you use? And like, hey, how do you use your program? It's not actually that difficult. Well, I'm not good at model making, right? If I was, I would use Live 2D. I think everyone loves using Live 2D, right? But for me, it's like, although I could have taken a page out of K-Muff's book. I don't know if you guys know K-Muff, he's a mug. But he's a Live 2D VTuber that's just a mug. I can't say just a mug. He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. But his model's a mug, so it's a pretty cool concept to be an inanimate object, but an animate personified object. There we go. Alright, have a good night, Nimbo. Thanks for dropping by, and thank you so much for the donations. Once again. I greatly appreciate it. I need to figure out what I can do for donators. I don't actually know. I have no experience with handling donators, so apologies on that end. So I think after this Street Talk stream, I'm gonna probably take the rest of the week off streaming. Well, until this Thursday. So I'm gonna apologize now because normally I don't do this. But I really need to be on, like, treat this like it's a job, right? Like, it's kind of how I did with my first model. For those who don't know the story, I decided I want to try streaming. Like, I want to try VTubing. That looks like fun. And I don't really have anything else better to do at the moment, so... What is this? What? Huh? Okay, I don't know how this broke like that. It's weird. So, I literally said to myself, alright, how? So if anyone's ever wondering about VTubing, don't worry, we've all been there. I've been there. I asked a very simple question, how? And I went to YouTube. I love, feel free to emote spam. I allow emote spams. I love emote spams. It's one of the things I love about Twitch. The just mass amount emotes. But yeah, so I basically just said to myself, because you can commission your own model, you can commission people to help you, assist you, or to do stuff for you. Like commissioning, meaning you pay them. But for me, I was like, I don't want to use money. So what can I do? How can you make your own model? Of course, one of the options I went to straight away was Live 2D. There is the program Live 2D. You do need your own 2D image, and then you need to work on the modeling aspect of it afterwards. But yeah, no, that's absolutely an option. However, I was like, all right. I quickly thought about it and decided not to do it, and it's because it's like I don't want to take someone else's assets. I don't want to take someone else's work and claim it to be my own. I know that there's a whole fiasco of people doing that with like anime characters. Like they will take an anime character and VTube with it, but they never got permission to do so. Like from the creators of that anime character. So there's that whole issue. So if I was going to do this on my own, I kind of jumped between 2D to 3D, and one of the first things I found on the 3D side of things, rename this. One of the earliest things I found was VTuber Studio. Like, it was just one of the things that popped up when I was looking for options in 3D modeling, like easy 3D modeling. Did it now? Well, that's good for him then, right? Yama Love, yeah. You can, so it doesn't pop up on like my chat there, and because it's restream. I use restream chat, but it pops up on Twitch, like on Twitch itself. You'll see it. And I can see it there too. So if you like, do like this, for example, you can swarm my screen or your screen with it. And for those on the Twitch side of things, I even have the scrolling captions. It's like the Nico Nico thing. Hey, Creeper Mix, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's going great. I'm currently working on my new model. You can't see the announcement. It's this tiny announcement under the chat there. But it's my first anniversary coming up. June 10th, in 4 days. It's this coming Thursday. For those who live in EDT time, EDT, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, it is that. But then if you live on a different time zone, then yeah. So the Yama Love emote is actually is actually from a good old friend of mine, Zenon. He doesn't really show up on stream much anymore, but he might be lurking, might not be. But I consider him a good friend, and he made a ton of these emotes. You can find them in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, you can find like all of them. So there's so the 3 I have that I uploaded to Better TTV are these: Yama Confused, Yama Love, and Yama Sad. Yeah, Samuel. Unfortunately, it's only working with Twitch because this is a feature meant for Twitch. I should like to spam Yama Confused. Yeah. I love it. I love it so much. But I mean, aside from that, you can just spam a ton of your like other emotes, and Twitch has a lot of global emotes too. It doesn't have to be from any specific channels or anything. Where are the global emotes? Hello? What kind of spam here? Party hat? like this. Yeah, there's also Rainbow Please, which is like dancing. Which emote's my favorite? Kappa. No contest. So unfortunately, I found that the context in which you use the Kappa emote has changed since I used it years ago. Because before, my understanding of the Kappa emote was that when you use it, it means whatever you're saying, because you associate the Kappa face with what you're saying, and it's supposed to denote sarcasm, or like, it's supposed to denote sarcasm. So it's like someone gets so you say something blatantly incorrect or wrong, but in a fun, joking way, you use the Kappa face to like push that idea further. Like, hey, this is all in good fun. This is just a joke. Ah, yes, I have enabled Kek W. That is my favorite better TTV emote. Oh, so RIP, I don't remember his name, but the person who is of the Kek W face, he has passed away, so RIP. Yeah, YouTube uses regular emotes, so like emoji emotes. But that's a part of the thing, right? That's why a lot of people like Twitch for streaming. It's simpler. And there's just so much Twitch has evolved to the point where they've tried to incorporate as much interaction between streamer and the viewers. They've done a lot to try to enable stuff like that. I think it's really cool. I lowered the music because it's getting loud on my end, so I'm gonna do that. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. And yeah, ultimately I think it's a very good thing. I know people have their issues with Twitch, but people also have their issues with YouTube. So it's kind of one of those pick your poison things. But for me, I enjoy both platforms. That's because I'm here for entertainment. I'm not here for anything else, really. Yeah, yes, the Kanata. Konata hype. That's a really good emote. I would say definitely try. Oh no, feel free. Honestly, that's part of the reason why I have it all set up right. I have no qualms about people spamming emotes. I think it's a nice touch of Twitch. I know some people would dislike it. I understand. I'm not one of those people though. I'm not. That's just simply how I am. I have been part of Twitch, like, and the way they do things long enough that I greatly enjoy it. But again, to each their own. If you don't want to spam, feel free not to spam. I'm not saying you have to. I've always kept a stance of, if you don't have a problem with it, then don't try to make it your problem. I find a lot of people these days look for things to have issues with. I don't know if it's just me, but it's like things that aren't necessarily problems should be kept that way. At least that's how I see it. Alright, go and get some food. Yeah. Feel free. Again, I'll be here. I'm working on my model at the moment. I will require sleep, rest. Here's a fun fact: you don't want to sacrifice sleep. Whenever you sleep, you always want to keep a good circadian rhythm, which is your natural sleep cycle. And you don't want to skip sleep because it has quite the negative side effects to you long term. Do it for too long and you're going to start feeling it short term too. I once got my Twitch account when I downloaded Streamlabs, but I couldn't figure it out, so I went into a little panic and just gave up and forgot about it. So you did it through Streamlabs. That kind of explains a lot, right? Because Streamlabs is not Twitch, it incorporates Twitch. So you're using a different platform to try to operate another platform. Definitely not the way to go about it in my book, but you do you. And if you ever have questions about, Twitch is not that different from YouTube, honestly. But instead of picking videos, which you can, it's not like you can. There are VODs on Twitch, but predominantly the user base of Twitch are there for the live streams. They're not there for the VODs. One of the lesser used features, for a good reason, that I've noticed that Twitch has, is their rerun system, where you stream an older stream. So it counts as you going live, but there is zero chat participation because, or like there is no, generally speaking, chat participation because the streamer's not there. Usually is how the rerun works, right? I don't actually know if chat can even comment on the rerun. I don't really watch reruns often, so I actually don't know how they work too well. What's funny, the hardest part about model making from my experience has got to be the clothing portion, but that has to do with the fact that the clothing portion is completely 2D based. You're working with a canvas that maps out the 2D art onto a 3D surface. So that kind of makes sense why I'm bad at it, because again, I went into this whole thing because 3D route because I can't 2D. But then I have selected new clothings for the model and all that. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys like what you see by the time I'm done with it. Technically speaking, by the way, I'll have more sporadic streams once I have a job. Because I'm looking for, I will be getting a job soon-ish. And once I do, my streams will be a little more sporadic, probably in like the afternoon hours. But basically, anytime after work, I'll probably like see if I can do a stream. Because at the moment, I'm a bit idling here and there, but ultimately, I kind of work at my own pace. And that's kind of why I'm taking the rest of the week off after tonight's stream to work on the model. I'm also working on an announcement for Reddit. I know it's been a long time since I've done a Reddit post, but yeah. It's for the virtual YouTubers subreddit. Highly recommend. They're a nice little community that they have going on there. People are very friendly, good moderation team. And the community is relatively active. So, you definitely get some interaction there too. That's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I'm gonna announce it there too. And got a fair amount of stuff to write up on. I'll do it tomorrow, during the afternoon hours. A little after I wake up. Pretty excited. I know I don't sound excited, but this is how I've always been. I don't think that part of me has ever changed. The only thing that can really get me to get out of my rather monotonous voice is playing a horror game. Which reminds me, still haven't finished Outlast. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish Outlast. Oh boy. I could try during the afternoon hours of the 24-hour stream. Okay. Honestly, what's really funny is I kind of feel like if I play like something like Minecraft, that'd be a bit of a cheat for skipping time, because it takes so long to do anything in Minecraft. It's just such a long grind. Xenon, I was talking about you earlier. Melody, Darling 4041. Hey, welcome back. Pop style seasoned pretzels for dinner. So, Melody, I'd like to introduce you to Sean Zoilo, aka Xenon, the artist for my emotes. Yeah, so Melody there, I was talking about how the emotes were very cute. And I was like, yeah, I asked Xenon for permission for it. And yeah, Xenon's a great artist, so I'm very happy that you've done the emotes, and I'm very happy you also let me use them. I can also pull up here. Here's a piece of another piece of artwork that Xenon has made for me. And it's one of my favorite ones. He's done many, but this one definitely takes the cake. So you can see here, this is back during one of my teaching streams, actually. Let me get out of the way a little bit. And yeah, Xenon drew that for me. Isn't it adorable? I think it is. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite ones. Disseminated to various streams. It's actually been a long time since I've used this piece of artwork, and unfortunately I never really had the opportunity to use it. However, I do use this as my Twitter banner still. Like that hasn't changed. I don't really have any plans of changing it either. But then again, it's because I generally don't have that many pieces of artwork being commissioned. Because I don't commission people to do art, right? If you want to do art for me, feel free. But I'm not big on commissioning people. I should, if I'm perfectly honest, but it's just one of those things where it's just like it doesn't click for me. I'm not that type of person. I'm actually one of the most exciting things about a 24-hour stream, at least in my mind, is the fact that because I'm streaming all throughout the day, so it's full on throughout the day, I get to meet a lot of people I would otherwise not meet, and that to me is the most exciting part of a long stream. It could be old friends who just don't have time anymore, and they just happen to say, "Oh, hey, I'm streaming. Let's just go check it out." Or it could be like new people that randomly finds me, right? I'm mainly looking for the old friends. What can I say? I'm a stickler to nostalgia. I have a very powerful sense of nostalgia. Pretty strong bias to it too. Right now, it doesn't play well with flash streams. Alright. Yeah. No, thanks a lot for dropping by, Xenon. As always. And I'll catch you again later. Whenever you have time, buddy. Whenever you have time. Where's my other temp image? What is this? Oh, it's my first anniversary, right? Let's just put this in the very corner. I have the AC on in the house. I'm still sweating. It's insane. But that's actually not the fault of like the weather. It's actually just my PC setup in my room. Practice, Samuel, practice, please. People don't get as good as they do overnight. Just tons of practice, just keep doing it. I mean, it's like your guns, right? You draw it once, and then while drawing, you're like, that doesn't look right. So you get you pull out the eraser, and you start tweaking it. It's the same thing with every type of art, piece of art. It really doesn't matter what you're drawing. You kind of get the feeling for it, so you get the idea, and then once the idea and then you start honing down your technique. Once you get the technique down, that's when you can start taking slight shortcuts here and there, right? That's what will allow you to do things quicker. But you didn't get there you don't start there. You work your way up to there. So if you really want to be able to draw people well, then I highly suggest just start doing it. I mean, come on. Look at this image. Look at this image of mine. Nope, that's not my image. This is my image. Holy moly, it's enormous. Put my head. Yeah, I drew that. On stream, actually. It's not great, but I did it. It's mine. I can be proud that I did it. It's one of the few things I've actually drawn in a very long time. So I'm actually pretty decently proud of that mug. Compared to other people, then absolutely, it's like whatever, right? But compared to like what I just generally do, I think that's pretty amazing. All things considered. Man, this part looks so weird. Oh man. I'm at the part of the modeling stage where it's like I'm shifting things around and nothing looks right yet. It's always hard to like work with something when you know you gotta stay on track, focus on doing everything, and then finally shift things into proper gear. But up until that point, things just don't look right, and you're like trying to fix it when you really should not be. Gets me every time. Oh man, it's so funny. I've been up for about, so according to my timer there that you can see on screen, I've been up for about 50 minutes now for the stream. It definitely hasn't felt that long, and I definitely haven't gotten as much work as I hoped to get done. Like no, I got a fair amount of work done on it actually. Like I actually enjoyed the amount of work I got done. I actually strongly believe I got quite a bit done, especially in the time that I've taken thus far. So that's pretty awesome. Honestly, the hardest part of my update, aside from the clothing, is gonna be the ears, hands down. Like, just no matter what I try, ears are just whole different beast on its own. Whole different beast. I suppose my only advice for anyone who's struggling with anything would be look up tutorials. We're not inventing the wheel, people. We're just trying to live and learn. We don't have to be the pioneers of a field that's already been explored. Someone else probably has some good ideas, good tips. Find them, use them. Obviously, feel free to work on it yourself, but if you're ever really stuck on something, there's no shame in looking for assistance, looking for ways other people have done it. Because once you figure it out once, that's when you can start tweaking it and making it your own. But you can't really do that until you figure out what you're doing to begin with. stops. But this is actually a lot harder than I thought. Okay. By the way, how's the music? Didn't ask this earlier, but I did change the volume midway, but hopefully it's okay. It's not too soft, is it? I always have to say this, but the audio for stream, like the music for stream, is different to how I hear it through my headphones. And that's why it's always difficult for me to tell. Okay. See, thanks. What that tells me is that the piece of audio that I've chosen for this stream is not the best. Makes sense. I shied away from this piece with my other streams. Apparently I did so for good reason. Alright, oh well. It's only for this one stream. Yeah, once I'm done with like the portion of modeling I'm currently working on, I think that's a good time for me to end the stream. It's taking quite a while though. A lot of this is just struggling to figure out how I want the pieces where I want them to be. Not looking the way I want to look. That's just how it is. Okay. Man, oh man. There we go. Now we're talking. This is what I was looking for. Yes. Okay. Just some more final touch-ups, and I think that'll be it. That'll be it for this stream in particular. Wow, it's been a day. It's been a day. And it's getting to be real good. How good am I at Tetris? Bad. I used to be alright. Tetris Friends. Oh, Tetris Friends. Oh. Tetris Friends is gone. What? It's only the single player now. Hey, look at this. Let me move me away. Yeah. Because I can still hold. I can't believe that worked. I'm not saying much of anything right now. I'm actually that concentrated. Gosh, I'm so slow. That's fine. Not amazing as anyone. Never seems to be panicked fast. I can take it easy. Tetris Music Remix is actually pretty nice too. I like it. music is great. That's how good I am at Tetris. Not at all. That was pretty bad. Well, thank you for that, I suppose. Honestly, that was really rusty. A lot of bad movements. And just a lot of misplacements. But that was kind of expected, so can't complain. And you need, like, because the thing about Tetris is that you gotta understand, it's not just about slowly clearing the lines as the blocks come down. It's also about speed and technique. I have, like, next to no technique. And my speed is abysmal. So the reason why I went to Tetris Friends is because they used to have a whole site as well as, like, different game modes. Clearly now they only have the single player. I'm guessing they just lost their entire player base. Perhaps. Well, regardless of what happened to them, actually. One of the game modes I used to play there was how fast can you clear 40 lines, right? So your objective was you start with it's just regular Tetris, and your whole objective is to race the clock and to clear 40 lines as quickly as you could. And and it was a little thing that me and a friend used to do, and I think we managed to break 40 seconds. So we could clear 40 lines in under 40 seconds as our fastest times. Those were fun days. Took a lot of practice, like a lot. You had to, like, because the thing is, you can see up to like 7 pieces, right? So you just have to, like, know instantly, and be able to also pretty much instantly smash those blocks down as quickly as you can. I was a big component, as you saw in my play there, of using the 4x1 to do Tetris clears. But for the sake of speed, eventually you figure out how to quickly not only do that, but also mix in stuff like L block clears, T block clears. I was never big on the T-spin, so I almost never do T-spins. I know a lot of people like setting up T-spins, and I do believe T-spins are pretty heavily rewarded in modern Tetris, so makes sense. But yeah, I just generally don't do T-spins, mainly because I don't understand the concept of T-spins. Because in my basic rudimentary understanding of Tetris, the T block doesn't move like that. It's legitimately magic to me. It's like, oh hey, that T block is gonna, you know, get blocked, and in older versions of Tetris, when you try to spin the T block in what's known as T spins nowadays, it wouldn't move. Like the T block would just not accept the input and act as if you haven't inputted any movement commands at all, which will, after a very short delay, it sticks the block. That's kind of why I view like a lot of like good Tetris players who can T-spin to be like, oh, that's so cool. Honestly, it's so cool because I did not get used to playing Tetris like that. So it's like a skill I do not own. I could eventually get that skill if I play enough Tetris, but I don't have that big of an interest in Tetris to begin with. I used to, but not anymore. Well, I'm just about done for what I want to do with my model for tonight. And I'll have a Reddit post tomorrow afternoon-ish, as well as finishing up my model. So I want to finish up the ears tomorrow. Like, if anyone's curious on my timeline and how I'm doing this. Ears tomorrow, and everything else next day. That's kind of how much I value the ears, by the way, and how how much time I need to spend working on the ears to make it look the way I want it to look. Everything else shouldn't take too long, because it's like, for the clothing stuff, pretty easy. I'm not doing anything fancy, nothing crazy. Even like what I'm currently wearing is pretty, like simple. So I'm gonna keep it clean, keep it simple, nothing too extreme. It should be all right. It should be all right. Because part of the thing about modeling is not only is there like making the static model that you see, there's also making sure everything works the way you want it to work. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling on for tonight. Let me hit the outro now. Have a good night, everyone. I'll catch you. I might have another stream, I'm not sure. It's gonna be random if I do, but hopefully I'll schedule another one soon. But otherwise, I'll see you guys during the anniversary. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.